Dear students, a warm welcome to my lecture. Today we are going to discuss about solar system, under which we will be studying about the basic study of planets. The outline of my lecture is introduction, inner planets, outer planets. The main learning objectives are, at the end of this particular lecture, students will be able to understand the key facts of inner and outer planets of our solar system. They'll be able to make a comparison between inner and outer planets. Our solar system was formed approximately about 4,600 million years ago by a collapse of giant molecular cloud. The solar system consists of sun, planets, dwarf planets, moons, and numerous small objects such as comets and asteroids. In our solar system, there are about 194 moons, 3,583 comets, and about 7,96,289 asteroids. 99.86% of the solar system's mass is found in the sun. The majority of the remaining, that is 0.14%, is contained within 8 planets of the solar system. The 4 smaller inner planets are also known as terrestrial planets because they are made up of solid rock and metal. The 4 outer planets, also known as gas giants, are substantially larger and more massive than the inner planets, and they are made up of gases. Let us look at the important planets of our solar system, and we will understand their key characteristic features. Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. Mercury is named after the Roman god of commerce, travel, and ivory. The Greek mythology has identified Mercury as Hermes, the messenger of gods. It probably received this name because it moves very quickly across the sky. Mercury is the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest planet to the Sun. Though it is very close to the Sun, it is not the hottest planet. Quite interesting, but Venus is the hottest, though Venus is second in order in the solar system. Mercury, as I have already said, it is not only the closest to the Sun, it is also the smallest and the second densest planet in the solar system. Mercury does not have any moon or rings like Saturn. The surface of Mercury is similar to the moon. So in appearance, moon and Mercury look similar. It is most heavily cratered planet, and this means that it has been geologically active for many years. Mercury has a radius of 2.439 kilometers and a diameter of 4.879 kilometers. This is how the Mercury looks, similar to the moon of the Earth. Though it is the closest planet to the Sun, temperature on the Mercury are both hot and cold. During daytime, the average temperature on Mercury is 430 degrees Celsius, whereas during night, temperature falls down to 180 degrees minus Celsius, minus 180 degrees Celsius. Almost 85% of Mercury's radius is represented by enormous iron core. One revolution of Mercury is equal to 88 Earth days, and one rotation is equal to 58.6 Earth Venus days. The planet Venus is named after the ancient Roman goddess of love and beauty. In Greek mythology, she is known as Aphrodite. The planet was named after this goddess because for the ancient people, it shines the brightest. Venus is the hottest planet of all the planets in the solar system, though in terms of order, it is second in the solar system. Venus is the sixth largest planet. Venus do not have moon and rings. Venus is the second brightest object in the sky after moon and the sun. It is the only planet named after a female deity and the brightest planet in the solar system. Venus is 62 degrees hotter than Mercury. Venus has a radius of 6.05 kilometers and a diameter of 12.104 kilometers. It is the only slightest smaller than Earth. Venus is at a distance of 108 million kilometers from the Sun. One day of Venus lasts for about 243 Earth days. Venus and Uranus rotate in the opposite direction than the other planets. They both move from east to west clockwise. Venus has mountains, valleys, and tens of thousands of volcanoes. The highest mountain in Venus, Maxwell Montes, is 20,000 feet high, very similar to the highest mountain on the earth, that is the Mount Everest. The average temperature on Venus have been estimated to be at around 465 degrees Celsius. This is the hottest enough to melt the lead. Venus is very similar to Earth, and because of this, it is referred as the Earth's sister. So in this diagram, you can see the blue Earth and the gray color Venus look same. As a result, she is the sister of the Earth. Earth is the only planet whose English name does not derive from Greek or Roman mythology. The name of our planet comes from the Old English and Germanic languages. Many languages throughout the world have their own names for our planet. Like in India, in Sanskrit, Earth is called as Bhuvan. Earth is the third planet from the Sun and the fifth largest planet in the solar system. It is currently the only known planet where life is present. Earth revolves around the Sun, but its average distance from the Sun is about 149 million kilometers. Earth is about 4,600 billion years old planet. Earth formed at around the same time as the rest of the solar system was taking a shape. Earth revolves around the Sun once in 365.25 days. This is known as 1 year on the Earth. In 1 year, Earth rotates like a spinning ball about 366.25 times, which is known as 1 day, which is about 24 hours. Earth is the fifth largest planet in the solar system, has a diameter of 6.371 kilometers. It is the largest terrestrial planet. Other terrestrial planets are Venus, Mars, and Mercury. So this is how Earth looks from the space. The surface of the Earth is covered by water, about 71%, and land by about 29%. The mixture of gases commonly known as nitrogen, oxygen, argon, and carbon dioxide in our atmosphere. Without them, we couldn't live. The atmosphere of Earth is divided into 6 layers. That is the troposphere, the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the thermosphere, exosphere, and the ionosphere. Earth has the greatest density out of all the planets in our solar system. Earth has only one satellite, that is the beautiful moon. Mars is named after the Roman god of war. For the Greeks, Mars was known as Eris. It was named after the god of war because of its red color. Mars is widely known as red planet. Its reddish appearance is caused by the presence of rusty iron on the grounds of Mars. The name of the month of March is derived from Mars. So this is how Mars looks. So beautiful planet. Looks very reddish in color. Mars is the fourth planet in the from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the solar system. Mars is the most widely searched planet for life. It is believed that apart from Earth, there is possibility of life on Mars. It was Galileo in 1610 who discovered Mars, the red planet. Mars is about 227.9 million kilometers away from the Sun. Mars is around 2 times smaller than Earth. It has a diameter of 6.779 kilometers in comparison with the Sun. So, earlier also I have referred to the diameter of Mercury, Venus, and Earth. All those comparisons are with relation to the Sun. Mars is around 10 times less massive than Earth. Mars is the most outermost terrestrial planet. Mars has two known natural satellites, that is, Phobos and Deimos. The atmosphere on Mars is very thin, mostly composed of carbon dioxide, nitrogen, and argon gases. The tallest volcanic mountain in the solar system is located on Mars, whose altitude is about 21 kilometers. Very unbelievable. Mars also has the biggest canyon in the solar system. The average temperature of Mars is minus 60 degrees Celsius. 1 year of Mars is equal to 687 Earth days, and whereas 1 day on the Mars is more or less similar to 1 day of the Earth, that is 24 hours 37 minutes, and our 1 day is approximately about 24 hours. This is the image of Jupiter. Jupiter is the fifth planet from the Sun and the biggest planet in our solar system. It is made out of gases and liquids such as 90% hydrogen and 10% helium, which is similar to our mighty Sun. Jupiter is the fourth brightest object in the sky and one of the five visible planets. Apart from Jupiter, we can also see with the naked eyes Mercury, Venus, Mars, and Saturn. Jupiter has total of 79 confirmed satellites, meaning it has 79 moons. Jupiter has three ring systems, but much smaller than Saturn's. Jupiter has a mean radius of 66.911 kilometers. A diameter at the equator is around 142.984 kilometers, and a diameter at the poles about 133.708 kilometers in comparison with the Sun. Jupiter's mass is almost twice of the solar system's total mass. It is 318 times more massive than Earth, very huge planet. Jupiter experiences 200 times more asteroids and comet impacts than the Earth. In a way, we can say Jupiter is a vacuum cleaner because it has got a very powerful gravity, and that gravity attracts comets, asteroids. If Mars was not having a powerful gravity, then many of these comets and asteroids would have fallen onto the Earth. So therefore, it is called as a vacuum cleaner. Saturn, the planet Saturn is named after Roman god of agriculture. In Greek mythology, he is known as Uranus, the father of Zeus. Saturn is the root of English word Saturday. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and the second largest planet in the solar system after Jupiter. Saturn is the king of the moons because it has as many as 82 moons, and there is possibility that it may have more than 82 moons. This is how beautiful Saturn looks with wonderful ring systems. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun with the largest planetary rings in the solar system. It is the second largest planet in the solar system after Jupiter. Saturn has a radius of 58.232 kilometers, diameter of 120.536 kilometers in comparison with the Sun. The surface area of Saturn is 83 times greater than Earth. Saturn is the king of moons. As I have already said, it has more than 82 confirmed moons. Saturn does not have solid surface. It is enveloped by gases and liquids. The temperature on Saturn's uppermost atmosphere is about minus 75 degrees Celsius in an average. This is quite cold for the gas giant, at least. However, below its clouds, it is little hotter. Saturn is the most oblate planet in the solar system. Its equatorial diameter is greater than the planet's polar diameter. If you look at Saturn through telescope, it would appear flattened. Saturn has the lowest density of all the planets. It's lighter than water, and if placed on it, the planet would float. So it would be similar to ice. The planet is largely made up of gases such as hydrogen and helium, similar to Sun. Uranus is named after ancient Greek god of heavens, the earliest supreme god. He was the father of Uranus, that is Saturn, which in turn was the father of Zeus, the Jupiter. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun and the third largest of all the planets in our solar system. Both Uranus and Neptune are considered ice giants due to their different composition from other giants, that is Jupiter and Saturn. Uranus is 2.9 billion kilometers away from Sun. It has a radius of 25.362 kilometers and a diameter of 51.118 kilometers. In comparison with Earth, its mass is 14.5 times than that of the Earth. Uranus rotates in opposite direction than most other planets, from east to west. It is also the only planet known to rotate on its side. Uranus has the coldest planetary atmosphere in the solar system, and temperature averages about minus 225 degrees Celsius. Both Uranus and Neptune share similar composition. Uranus has a similar atmosphere to Jupiter and Saturn in its composition, that is hydrogen and helium. This is how the planet looks. Uranus has 13 rings. The reason why Uranus looks blue is because of the presence of methane gas. About 27 moons orbit Uranus. Neptune, planet named after Roman god of sea. In Greek mythology, he is known as Poseidon. The planet was probably given this name due to its blue appearance. Neptune is the farthest planet from the Sun and the fourth largest out of the planets of the solar system. It is more than 30 times farther from the Sun than the Earth. Neptune and Uranus are termed as ice giants. Neptune has a radius of 24.764 kilometers and a diameter of 49.244 kilometers in comparison with Sun. The core of the Neptune is 1.5 times the size of the Earth. Here the wind velocity is more than the average wind velocity of the Earth. This is the blue planet. Neptune's average temperature is minus 214 degrees Celsius. It has 6 rings, 14 moons. Neptune has a powerful magnetic field It's 27 times stronger than the Earth's magnetic power. Neptune has been formed about 4,500 million years ago, which is similar to that of the other planets. Thank you very much for listening to my lecture on basic study of planets.